sons of God. That equals fallen angels impregnating human women or daughters of men. Those are human women impregnated by fallen angels. And they produce the Nephilim, the offspring of angels and women. I call this the literal answer or the literal approach because it's literally taking the simplest and basic sense of the words and phrases in the passage, not as a metaphor. Instead, it's like Occam's razors, that the simplest explanation is usually the best explanation. Now, God never promised His word or His ways would be safe. God's word just says what actually happened. Now, there are some potential problems with Theory C, the literal take, the most significant of which is that angels don't marry. I mean, Jesus Himself told us this, recorded in Matthew chapter 22. At the resurrection, people will neither marry nor be given in marriage. They will be like the angels in heaven. Well, I would argue that this really isn't an issue because notice that the text doesn't say angels are not able to marry. It doesn't say that angels cannot engage in sexual relations, and it doesn't say that they can't impregnate human females. Rather, Jesus simply said that angels do not marry. A second thing to notice from Jesus' words in Matthew 22 is that Jesus was speaking of the angels in heaven. He was referring to angels who follow and obey and worship God. He wasn't referring to fallen angels who don't care about God's created order and actively seek ways to disrupt God's plan. The fact that God's holy angels do not marry or engage in sexual relations doesn't mean that the same is true of Satan and his fallen angels.